Hi guys, welcome to the kitchen, my friends. I'm one pour ahead of you. Not that that should come as a surprise. I have not posted it yet. It was very dark. It was very cool, but very dark. So we're gonna try to lighten it up, but we're gonna use the same colors. So my base for a bloom transfer is Canadian Tire Easy Flow. Actually, it's a mix. It's a mix of Canadian Tire Easy Flow and Valspar Contractor's Grade paint. And the Contractor's Grade paint is matte and the Easy Flow is eggshell. And when I used just the matte, it dried really strange. Some areas it kind of had all these really cool little spider web cracks, which isn't ideal, but they were really pretty in that particular piece, but I don't want them in everything. So I've mixed these two and we'll see what happens. My first color was Atelier Brown Black. This is Atelier Blue Black. This was, or is, dollar store. It's called Tropical. And I'm only going to put a tiny bit of the metallic blue cobalt because it kind of took the show over. And this one is Atelier Green Gold. And this is black, just plain Amsterdam black mixed with pouring medium. So it's not, and we're not using it as a cell activator. We're just using it as black paint. And then we're going to blow it out in, what are we going to do? Let's do black and gold cell mix. So there's black, Amsterdam, 3-to-1. And this is Atelier. This is the bright gold, or rich gold. Same thing, 3-to-1 though. All right. Now, my last blowout was really lousy. Let's put a bit of white on here too. Why not? Let's just do it all. Okay, here we go, guys. Quick torch. So for my bloom, I'm going to try to blow directly down onto this petal first, and then we're going to blow out. We're not looking for bloom composition. We're just looking for color. That's all. All right, here we go. Oh, glasses fell off my nose almost into my puddle. All right. We're going to leave that like that. I just realized that I put a really big tile out to pour on and I won't have enough bloom. So should we bloom again beside it? Let's try it. Let's add another little bloom petal there. And we'll make it the same but different. But let's start with black. Don't know how this is going to work out, you guys. Brown black. Atelier Green Gold, Artist Loft Metallic Blue, Metallic Cobalt Blue, and Dollar Store Tropical Green. And my Tropical Green actually has a little bit of lily pad, Piggy's lily pad in it. Okay, so let's do the same cell mix, same order. Black, gold, white, and then we're going to move these. All right, mind my head. well, most of my bloom is on the tile, on the pouring mat already. So, since we're not looking for composition of blooms, just puddles of color. This is quite pretty. Let's just move everything around a smidge. And then let's just kind of modify it. Okay, that's pretty exotic puddle. We're gonna move these paints to, all right, so I chose a bit of a bigger tile. Well, not bigger, just bigger than the tile that we're working on. I chose a 4x16. So we're gonna flood that. We're gonna put this puddle down somewhere that I don't wreck it all. All right, let's flood that. So this is the same paint. It's actually even a mix of the two paints, and this time I've added water. So I think I said this in my last pour as well, and probably many pours before that. You guys, you really have to figure out what works for you. I prefer my finished base coat, like on this tile, I prefer it thinner than most. A lot of people like it thicker. I like my bloom or my swipe base thicker and my tile base thinner. And that's why I say all the time, it's really important that you just take a recipe that you know works and just play with it. Make it work for you, because we're all really different and environmental factors play a key. All right, so we're going to dump off what we don't need already. Bear with me, guys. I got so much done today. I had the day off. I was outside and I plunked away in the garden for a while. It felt pretty good to get out there. Stuff is really coming up and quickly. We've had like 2 or 3 days of some fairly nice weather now, and of course the garden just goes into overdrive thinking, oh my god, it's spring and everything's popping up. And I haven't even cut back from last year. Normally what happens at the end of the year is I always say I'm gonna take my garden apart in the fall, and by the time the fall rolls around, I'm so sick of the garden that I just close the door and think, I'll worry about it in the spring. So of course everything from last year is popping up, or everything from new from this year is popping up between the old stuff from last year. Okay, quick torch. Now let's pick up some of this. Look at what we have to work with. It's pretty exciting. So we're just going to pick it up. I'm going to use my handy dandy putty knife. I'm not going in any particular order, you guys. I'm just picking up. Just going to let it slowly run down our palette knife or whatever it is you're transferring with. And let's do this. So right now I am actually touching it down to the bottom of the tile. Somebody asked me that the other day. I don't always, but you can see where it makes a pretty cool design, and it's hard to describe. It's kind of just all hand movements, and it can create some really, really cool things. And I'm just learning. I'm learning right along with you guys. All right. This serpent's tail could be becoming my signature move. That's happened to me in about the last 2 or 3 pieces I've poured. I've got that weird serpent's tail thing in there. All right, I'm going to just give this a quick scrape off. And then we're going to spin it. Not a lot, I hope. Sorry guys, bear with me just for a second. Yeah, that's pretty fun, I think. Leftover paint on the edge of my tile. Okay, sorry, I'm staring at my head. All right, I don't want to spin too much, of course, and I don't really have to because we took a lot of paint off of the base, and that's exactly why, because 9 times out of 10 I put way too much paint on my base and then I have to spin my pattern off to get the paint off. So I'm starting to learn to go easy. Okay, you guys, my job here is done. It's kind of fun, kind of a fun composition. Not really my colors, but it's okay. So I think we're just gonna touch up a couple little spots. Take off that corner. Okay, guys, what do you think? Let me know. What do you think? It's always fun to hear from you and talk to you, and I have a couple bubbles that I know are gonna pop. I might as well pop them now. See if we can fill them in. Not without wrecking something. All right, my friends, I'm going to love you and leave you there. Thank you so much for joining me in the kitchen tonight and every other night, you guys. You guys are awesome. I do apologize. It's taken me a really, really long time to get back to answering questions and things. It's not my intent. It's definitely taken me a while to get it together. All right, guys, that's all I'm going to say. I'm just not going to rattle on. So thank you. Thank you once again so much for joining me in the kitchen, you guys. Pour happy, stay safe. We'll talk really, really soon, guys. Look at this fun pattern. All right, my friends, bye.